Yo, peep this. You just clicked on Let's View It, and I'm the man of the channel, Tyrone Cross, and I love to react to videos. What can I say? To y'all that rode with me before, I give y'all a big welcome back, and to all my new riders, I advise you buckle up, cause it could be a wild ride with lots of twists and turns. And afterwards, if you enjoyed the ride, I appreciate your support if you subscribe. And if not, then of course I still appreciate the view. And speaking of views and subscribers, you know what? Over like the last 4 days, it really slowed down. And I ain't blaming you guys, not at all. I know that YouTube just don't play fair. But even with me fighting with one hand behind my back, I'm still gonna keep going. But one way you guys can help me out is if you do watch my videos, please subscribe. And as you guys know, on my channel, I react to almost anything. Karens, crazy people, thrill seekers, people getting hurt, sometimes serious stuff. And today I stumbled across a video on Jubilee that seemed like it could be entertaining and interesting and even a little bit informative. So in this video we're gonna be watching, it's a group of elderly people talking to a group of children. And me personally, I always find, older people that still got their minds intact very interesting, because they've been through a lot, they've seen a lot. They heard all the lies and they found some of the truths. And also, they recognize how precious life is. Could you imagine being at the very end of your life? And I get that life is unpredictable and we can go at any moment and how precious that is. But I'm saying that you literally know you pretty much ran your whole course. And every time your heart beats and you take another breath, it's a blessing, literally. But that's why, if you have noticed, old people naturally get attracted to really little kids, and not in no sexual way. I mean, when they see them, they're like, that's so adorable, that's so precious, because they understand that's the beginning of everything. Before the schools start tampering with your minds, before all the innocence is taken away, when you still have so many options to do things, when you still have spring in your step, when you still have all this hope and wonder. And sometimes I think, if I'm fortunate enough to be in my 80s or 90s and walk around, if I seen a little kid or I see my little grandsons or great grandsons, it is gonna be like, man, that's the beginning of everything right there. And the fact is, we only get one ride. Now, I'm sorry, this intro's probably a little longer than most of my intros. So now let's get into the video. So you already know, let's view it.
I am afraid of death. Those who agree, please step forward.
Now, you guys know I like to predict this, right? Of course, all three kids will fear death. No explanation needed. Now, these elderly folks, at the age they seem like they're at, I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they believe they are good people and did the best with their lives. So all the 90-year-olds, they're not going to be scared of death. And I'm not saying they're not going to be scared of death because they're good people. I'm saying the only reason why a person that old would fear death is to think that they're going to go to hell or something. I'm going to assume by that time, at that age, you've seen enough, you've been through enough, and you're also going through enough at that moment, physically, mentally. But also, there has to be some type of gratitude towards God that you made it that far. He gave you a full run. Many people don't get that.
Okay, I want to sit in the middle. I'm in the middle.
I feel like life is really short and you have so much to achieve in that period. And in that short period, you need to show the world your purpose.
Yeah, it's like I actually had a close-death experience not that long ago, and that was scary, so I'm going to say it is even scarier to actually have it happen.
Well, death is probably going to be scary for me because I'm a crybaby.
But the thing is that if you don't take risks? How will your life journey be rewarding? Like, if you guys are afraid of heights, what if you try to overcome it? And what if that makes your life more memorable?
I try.
Yo, little homie with the glasses has a lot of wisdom already. What is he, a 90-year-old imposter?
Now can I have the disagreeer step forward?
Hello, disagreeers.
Death is part of living. It happens to everybody, to some people sooner than others. But the important thing is to try and live your life how you think you want to live it.
I don't know how I.
It's not an easy thing. When you lose someone you love, you learn to live without them. And hopefully you gain something from your relationship with those people.
That is one viewpoint I have, is that I would never want to live forever, because I would not want to watch everyone I love die over and over again. At some point, you would feel loving someone is pointless because it just means more pain for you.
I equate death sometimes with a tree. What is happening to the trees now with their leaves?
They're falling.
They're falling, that's right. They're getting ready for new leaves to come in the springtime. And it's just a natural part of life.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I feel much better. Death is like tree leaves. I gotta say, that was a terrible analogy. But maybe they're told to leave God out of it since they're talking to kids.
I'm not a believer of God, and I always just wonder what is the purpose of being born and what is going to be the hereafter. That is something, of course, no one will be able to give you an answer on that. But I do believe in reincarnation. I feel that I'm coming back to Earth as maybe a newborn, or maybe as an animal or something like that.
In our religion, we have something called karma. So it's your good deeds come back to you, and your bad deeds in the afterlife come back to affect you. And that's why I feel like the period you have from like being a child, growing up, just progressing through life, it's so important.
Hold up. I'm sorry. I gotta backtrack a little bit, because just listening to the atheist talk and then the dude saying that his religion believes in karma, I just got a thought right now for the atheist referring to reincarnation. What exactly is going into your next body, animal, or whatever you believe you're being reincarnated to? Your soul, right? Your spirit. So my question is, you believe in souls and spirits, but you don't believe in God? As far as I can tell, those two go hand in hand. Do you think a big bang made souls and spirits? Comment below.
Father died, and I flew back to Oklahoma City for his funeral. And I did not see one wet eye in that funeral service. Everybody was laughing, joking around, because that's the way that Paul lived. And I left there thinking, I don't want people crying over me. I want them to be happy for me and happy for themselves.
In all fairness, if you die at a really old age, 90s and above, give or take, most people probably will be happy for you, because you're at a certain level of life that is degraded. You're either in pain of some sort. I'm in pain right now, and I'm 41. So just imagine me doubling my age. So usually there's a sense of relief and happiness, especially if that person was a joyful person or a person that brought positivity, because you're almost happy for that person in a way. And then you get to remember the good times that they left with you.
The time that you lived and what you were able to accomplish, and what kind of a legacy did you leave to your family and your heirs, is very, very important to me.
Now I want y'all to read between the lines of what he said. The most important thing that you leave when you die is your legacy. In other words, the impact you make on people. And how do you make an impact on people? You spend time with people. You spend time with your family. He did not say the most important thing you leave when you die is money or your Teslas or your mansion or your swimming pool or your really big 4K TV. None of that. Because I promise you guys, when you die, the only thing you're going to think about is all the time you wasted when you should have been spending it hugging and loving your family. And if not, it was because you already did what you were supposed to do with your life, which was spend time with them and make an impact on them.
I have been in love.
Obviously, all the elderly are getting up, and hopefully none of the kids get up.
Okay.
Opposite this time. It's opposite this time.
Unless you're counting family members.
Actually, yeah.
I suppose neither one of you are married.
No, it's love in a different way.
Well, they're 9. They don't understand what in love means. It's a particular set of words.
I am very fortunate. I've been married to this lovely woman for 63 years.
Wow. Oh my God.
So that is virtually a lifetime.
In other words, he had no other choice but to get his ass in that chair.
I love my family, my parents, my pets and everything. But when people say like in love, I've like never had like a crush or anything. I've never had like a boyfriend or girlfriend. No, none of that, no.
Well, at least she understands what in love means.
I feel glad that I'm not in love yet because I don't at all feel ready. I want to be those people who don't have a crush and nobody has a crush on them. Because that's weird. Like that probably makes people think that I'm cool and then it makes them have a crush on me. And then
I need her to be my daughter's BFF.
they'll get crushed on me and then I'll have like an army of 20 boys following me around. I'm like, ah.
People are mostly good.
So only that one girl thinks people are mostly bad. If you're counting babies and kids up to 12, then people are probably mostly good. But if you eliminate them from the equation, it could get a little shaky.
I would like to think that everyone is good, but when I look at the news, for example, a family completely annihilated just a few days ago. Where was the goodness in that man who murdered these people?
So, addressing that, you guys have all probably faced bullying, right?
Oh, yes.
So, the person who bullies another person, they have something that's affecting them, whether it be like their personal issues, issues with their family, and that kind of, in the future, makes them resort to means that aren't good. And sometimes it's not their fault. It could be of their mental health issues. It could be because of the background, like if they've been abused when they were young.
This kid just went full Gen Z on us. Man, what have they done to our children? They are really eating this stuff up. We got the most excuse-ridden society ever. Maybe he's murdering people because someone's mean to him. So he's not a bad person.
Just because you do bad things in the future, you annihilate, you commit crimes, I don't think that means that you're a bad person. I just think that means you're not showing the good side of you. You're showing the bad side.
Yeah, that's what a bad person does. Show the bad side. You wouldn't be a bad person if you're showing the good side.
I think somebody kills someone, of course they're sick. That's got to be something mentally wrong that you're going to kill somebody.
I've been saying that so long because some people get not guilty for reason insanity. I'm like, who kills someone and is sane? And who kidnaps kids and is sane? Who grapes and is sane? I mean, except for the wineries.
Well, for me, I kind of disagree because yes, there is good in people, but people can be very bad, and whether we like it or not. Because for me, I do have a bad side. It might be just because I get like angry really easily, but
Whoa, this just turned into a Dr. Phil episode real quick.
I do think there is mostly good people in the world. Actually, everybody in the world is good, but the bad people just want to show their bad side. So then they're just the bad people that we think about when we think bad people, because they did things they weren't supposed to, and they did it because they wanted to.
I was always taught to the golden rule.
Treat
others the way you
want to be treated.
That's right.
I like to say respect gains respect. It will get you very far in life. Trust and believe. And if it don't gain respect back,
I will attack, and you don't want that.
I would love to be rich.
this one's a hard one for me to guess for the kids, because maybe some of the kids are already rich, so they think nothing of it. When you're born with money, you don't think about money. Now on the other side, definitely not. Because one, if you're in your 90s, why would it matter if you had all the money in the world except to give it away? But most importantly, I can almost promise you anyone that makes it to that type of age understands money means nothing. It's just a thing they created to keep us under control. But back to the video.
You can be rich in other things in what you have. I think I am rich because I'm blessed with a wonderful family.
I think that a lot of times what happens, people think of accumulating wealth, which is a sign of happiness.
Oh, come on. They flipped it on us. These elderly people are trying to show off right now, showing how wise they are. But come on, we were thinking money. But yes, true wealth has nothing to do with your bank account.
And happiness to me is, there's one word, it's contentment. If you are content with your life and what you're doing, I think you're then very, very happy and very, very rich.
Happiness is the most important thing ever in life. And love. If you're not happy, it doesn't matter if your dollars touch the ceiling. You're not happy.
Where are you going,
I'm
Jack?
going to help Gwen. All right, well, I was going to, all right, that's all right.
Thank you. You are truly a gentleman.
Dang, did she just get jealous? Where you going, Jack? He's like, I'm going to pull this thick mama's chair out. Damn, woman, I could be dead tomorrow. She gonna be like, hit the road, Jack.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to steal it.
You're going to try.
Let's get ready to rumble!
it's about to go down. But ain't no fair though. She got a cane. She could beat the holy hell out of her.
When I think of rich people, I think of kind of mean people. Not all rich people are mean. I mean, I know that's not what you meant, but I know that you only think about the mean rich people, but not everybody that is rich is mean.
So let me jump in right now and let me say, not everybody so-called rich. I'm not saying a millionaire, someone that hit the lottery or something like that. But people with real money, listen to me closely, real money, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah money, that type of money, they are not good people. You want proof? Someone like Oprah could literally give away everything she has in her bank account. I'm not saying all her businesses, just her money value, and be rich again tomorrow. Trip on this. You know how when you go to the store and sometimes they ask if you want to donate to like St. Jude, like $1 or something? Do you think they ask people who buy Bentleys at Bentley dealerships? Do you think they ask people that when they go to a Gucci store, when they could donate like $1 million? Even if not that, $50,000, $10,000? You'll never get that buck from me. Why do you keep asking me? I need my buck. Because It's not about the help. Those stores take all those donations customers give and act like they donated to St. Jude or wherever and get it as a tax write-off. So it's a scam, first of all. And second of all, anybody with real money that could truly make an impact in this world is not going to do it because they're evil. If I had $100 billion or $10 billion, trust me, the world would notice this. But I'm a man of God and I don't worship money like that.
So I think money is materialistic. And as you said, materialistic things in my life don't matter to me. It's more of trust, your friends, your support system, your family, things that matter to you, things that can only be seen with the heart, not with your eyes.
I like that, and I agree with you.
Well, that's weird because school told me to get good credit and buy a house and get a great job to make more money.
Life is difficult.
I feel like we're gonna get about 2 out of 3 of the kids and all the elderly. Because life is hard.
Thank you. Oh, chivalry is not dead. He's very chivalrous.
Life is hard. Like as a kid, have very bad anxiety, which does not help with how hard life is there.
That's because you're a Gen Z kid and that's what they give you. They make kids so soft nowadays, they can't deal with a goddamn thing. Remember when we were growing up? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I'm rubber, you glue, whatever you say to me bounces off to me and sticks to you. That's how it used to be. But now we're like, I have anxiety and I'm 9 years old.
Smooth sailing, and then something bad just strikes up at you and you aren't ready, and then it all happens all over again. And it is very, very hard to do that.
She hasn't even gone to work or paid a bill yet, and she already thinks life is hard? Oh my, oh my.
I also think that your lives were kind of harder than ours now because like for research, instead of like reading a book and looking for the right specific page, we could do that, but we can also just like internet and then we can find exactly what we're looking for.
So the fact that their minds are way lazier makes their life easier. I do the same thing too, but trust and believe, life didn't get easier for me when the internet came out.
Life was hard because of segregation, of discrimination, of women's rights. And in some sense, I feel like that today's life is somewhat easier.
But guess what, Neil? I think that kids are having it rough today. And I am so glad I'm not of this generation.
I've been bullied. Some have been because of my culture, because of the
She's like, at least I was able to say a boy is a boy.
Well, life happens,
No, that's right.
and you have to deal with it. You can't say, why did that happen to me? Why not? I mean, why not you? What's so different that it shouldn't happen to you? You can't feel sorry for yourself when something happens.
That's right.
You have to help yourself. And it's how you deal with the difficult time that's important.
You can't feel sorry for yourself. Is this hate speech?
I just wanted to say quickly that you guys were all really wise. You guys have had ups and downs. You guys have had hardships. And I was very fortunate to talk to you guys. Thank you, yeah.
For me, my parting words is that I hope you all have a good day now. Oh, like not even just a good day, a good life.
Thank you,
Thank
and we
you.
hope
Thank
you do too, and we hope your life is wonderful, life full of interest.
She definitely the slowest out of those kids. The other two were pretty wise though. So that's the video. It was pretty interesting, I thought. Old people always look at things a little bit differently because they already done it. And that's what always happens in life, right? You perceive things one way, and then once you get there, it's not the same way you thought it was gonna be. And that just keeps happening, I'm pretty sure. But don't quote me on that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you smiled. I hope you laughed. I hope it brought a little bit of positivity to your life. And I hope you share it. God dang it. But also, I'm gonna need you to hit that bell like the hunchback. Also click that hitchhiker button and sub ride with me. And I'll see you on the next trip. Day and night.
Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.
All my life.
Keep it real.